I am always on time. Always. I deny these spurious allegations that I am not on time right now. Completely fabricated. Absolutely made up. Absolutely made up. Ah, goodness sake, frickin' hay fever. Hay fever is absolutely kicking my backside at the moment. Why does pollen even exist? I mean, I know it's needed to, like, seed new plants and all, but honestly, if it's this disruptive, why can't we just, like, burn all the plants? Who needs plants? Who needs wildlife anyway? Lovely. I do love frickin' hay fever. So, where was I? Options. What a weird button to start with. That doesn't bother me, because I can't go beyond a 1080p resolution anyway. Better turn that off there. Better turn this up here. Okay, so... loading Cyclops. The heck is a Cyclops? I'm not sure I want to know what a Cyclops is. Sounds frickin' horrifying. Okay, so I am swimming. Okay. This is interesting. Did I, like, forget to close the hatch or something? Well, awesome. I've started by bugging the game. Starting as I mean to go on. Even better, I am actually running out of oxygen as well. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, there's another radio message apparently. How about if I...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Sure, why not? Okay, fine. Absolutely. I'm not going to question it. Okay, so where was I? Goodness sake. I need to get rid of all these. I don't need all these screenshots. Is there any way of finding that? I've got no idea where to find that. So presumably you use that for, like, lighting your way out of caves or something. Yokop! Hey, how you doing? How has your week been? Propulsion cannon? What is commonly used in construction and mining to move materials? Pull the trigger once to lock onto and attract a single target weighing less than... oh, so basically it's a gravity gun. You can just pull stuff to you. Nice. How am I doing? I'm pretty good, aside from the fact that I am loving the hay fever season right now. I am just absolutely drowning in the hay fever. So if I occasionally mute myself, it's probably because I need to clear my nose again. Yeah, F, exactly. I was doing okay today, and then my parents decided that they wanted to have lunch outside, and it's like, Okay, that's good. That's just doomed me to sneezing for the rest of the day. But no, I'm okay. The week has been alright. How about you? What have you been up to? Okay, what else do I have around here? Oh yes, the most important object in the game, plant pots. Scanner room. This advanced habitat module can transform a small outpost into a burgeoning science and exploration station. A 3D display in the center of the room stores local topographical data. Okay. System can scan for and pinpoint. Ooh, exactly. Hang on. Remotely controlled drones scan the area up to 500 meters in range. Ooh, I like this. I like this. Wall-mounted camera feeds allow for live control. Oh, nice. Upgrade console may be used. Okay, I think we need to start looking for a solo scanner room then. Watching some anime, nice. Working? What kind of work have you been doing? Can I actually make a Seamoth? One-person vehicle with an independent replaceable power cell fitted in the rear and a fully customizable design. Nice. Low power, multi-direction thrusters enable it to function equally well in sea or space. Hang on, space? Okay, interesting. I thought this entire game took place under the sea. Most long-range vessels carry at least 2 vehicles of this class to facilitate the exploration and exploitation of small astronomical bodies. However, they can also be fabricated. Yeah, okay. So I could probably do with a mobile vehicle bay then. Work in the laboratory. What kind of laboratory though? Like a science laboratory or like a computer laboratory? So everyone keeps blowing themselves up as soon as they give off an alert. Okay, makes sense. You're a biologist. I did not know that, or possibly I did and I had let it slip. That is pretty cool. What kind of biology are you into? Maybe a bit of marine biology, and you can tell me all about what's going on in this game. Whew. Ah, freaking hay fever. Or perhaps you can tell me why it is that I've been cursed with hay fever and other people haven't. Molecular, nice. What kind of stuff are you working on then? That sounds pretty cool. Let me just top up my food supplies. That's a bladder fish. I really want something more tasty than that. Actually, the Gary fish was pretty rubbish for food, wasn't it? What about one of them? Yeah, that'll do. In fact, no, I'll just take the one. I got a Gary fish as well, after all. Okay, I seem to have completely skipped the whole animation there. Which is very weird. Today you've just been finishing up the experiment reports. Nice. It sounds pretty interesting though. I'm always interested to hear about this kind of stuff. If you're able to talk about... What on earth are you doing, Chromebook? I don't care about the Web of Trust updates right now. I do love it when I've got a computer in front of me, which is supposed to be doing one job, namely letting me read chat, and then it decides to just spontaneously come up with other messages to show me. Like, I've updated a random extension for you. And of course it hides chat at the same time. I don't know. I mean, it can be interesting to someone who doesn't hear about that stuff most of the time. I really need to get rid of that, don't I? Tell you what, I'll eat it anyway. I'll eat it anyway, just because it gets it out of my inventory. And I'll just have replaced the food anyway. Oh, I need to make some bleach. Hey! Greetings and hello to you indeed. How are you doing? Thank you very much, Canadian. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. How are you doing anyway? How is life treating you right now? Okay, so let's take a look at this stuff. Didn't I find something for better fins at one point? There's the propulsion cannon, which I still don't fully understand, but might be useful later on. A Pathfinder tool might be actually quite useful. Copper wire. How do I get copper wire? One day I'll start learning these things, like, more rapidly. I need some copper ore. Of course I need copper ore. Do I have any copper ore in here? No, I've got gold! But not copper ore. Just eating breakfast? Nice, nice. I kind of wish the game would pause itself while I'm looking at this stuff, because it takes me a while to decide what I actually want to do. I'm tempted to try one of those air bladders as well, because they could be quite useful. Mobile vehicle bay. I still can't actually fully make the Seamoth. There's the fins. Okay, that would be useful. I've got fins already. I need lithium. I don't know how to get lithium right now. The scanner room. Okay, so I know what I was doing. I was planning on going off to take another look at this place to see if I could find any useful... I'm not going to touch you as long as you don't touch me. I was going to take a look to see if I could find any useful remaining parts in this huge wreck over here. Malcadosian! Underwater adventures, exactly. Don't mind me, I am just drowning under the sea. It's like my idea of a good time, really. I did manage to find myself another awesome bug at the start of this stream, where I loaded up in my little base thing over there, inside where, you know, there was no water and everything. But yeah, I was swimming around and losing oxygen as I did it. That was nice. That was fun. Ooh. Could that possibly be the cave that we found? Where have I've got lost now. It's near the bottom of that big thing. Okay. I will take a note of that. Nothing bad. Yeah. Better things happen at sea, as the famous saying goes.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen.
Hang on, let's get some water. Unless I can find a brain coral around here somewhere. Brain coral? Brain coral? Brain coral? Anybody? No. Brain coral? Nope, guess I'm not going to be lucky today. Let's go to the surface. Drowning on dry land. Drowning on dry land is always a sign that I am playing a game and have managed to bug it out again. I am, after all, pretty good at finding bugs. That is why I have my own bug emote. Not that it gets used an awful lot, but it's fun. I just like having my own emotes that I can use for certain situations. Yeah, thank you, Canadian. There you got it. What on earth is that thing making? Oh, there were things I didn't want to fight, weren't they? But yeah, Malkadoshan, how have you been as well? Also, sorry, Yakop. Apologies. I am very distractible. That's 4 years in university. That's fair enough. So, are you like still studying for something? Are you like pursuing a PhD or something? Or are you an actual full-time researcher? Oh, it looks like I could possibly get in here if I had some kind of cutting equipment. But I don't. So it's possibly just as well that I set this beacon here, so I can come back to it at another time. I am not going anywhere near those things, they hurt me last time. Now there was a way in here somewhere. There was a way in here somewhere. Was it here? What's this? How am I? I'm pretty good, thank you. Aside from... Oh, good-o. I am the best at managing oxygen. Like, the best. But yeah, no, I've had an okay week. I love how I can just dive this far out of the water. It's just absolutely insane. To be honest, the last week was fairly hard for me to push through at work, but the weekend has been nice. And aside from the hay fever, yeah, I've been pretty good. Hope everyone else is doing well. Well, what's in here? I ain't definitely gonna... Oh, no, there's just another way in, okay. At least I can already swim fairly fast in here. How am I finding the game so far? It's interesting. I reckon I'm gonna take damage from coming here, but I want to try it out. No, actually. A sealed door cut to open. Nice. I've already got that thing, so I don't need to scan it again. Okay. I mean, I've not achieved a huge amount, but I know that this thing is fairly clear anyway. I don't play many creative games, so it's interesting to to try a creative game out. I do occasionally like getting into like base building and so on. It is interesting to be able to starting with nothing to like working your way up to having awesome research facilities and so on. And in general, I'm still trying to get my head around like how the game plays out exactly and exactly how much I need to do in this. It's still a little bit like of a learning experience for me at the moment. But no, I'm liking it so far. Also, part human, part porpoise. It reminds me of Battlefield 2. I don't know if anyone ever played Battlefield 2. Where one of the legitimate techniques in that game was like dolphin diving. You would run along, dive into the ground and lie down. And then as soon as you hit the ground, you would jump up again, run along a bit, dive down and lie down again. And it was an extremely cheap tactic, but it was really good at avoiding fire. What am I currently doing? I guess what I kind of want to do is find more metal wrecks. Oh, hello. Oh, it's just metal salvage. I want to find more Like proper wrecks. So that I can develop some better items. Copper, okay, I could do with some copper actually. Working your way from nothing to mass. Yeah, exactly. 1 second. As I was just saying before, with the hay fever and all, I am going to have to mute myself every now and again so that I can actually clear my nose. Tell you what, actually, there's this massive ship over here, and the only thing that was stopping me from going there before was the fear of being irradiated, but now I have a radiation suit. Have you ever played this, Malcadocian? It feels like I'm just not making any progress towards it at all. Maybe what I'll do is I'll head back to my base, as opposed to the little floaty thing base. Use the opportunity to drink some more water, which means I'll have to find a bladder fish. Is this a bladder fish? No, it's a hoop fish. Let's see what one of them does. You got distracted with another game, that's fair enough. You felt like you hit a brick wall. Why did you feel like you hit a brick wall? I have to admit, that's been one of the things I've been thinking about. One of the things I'm just not entirely certain on is, like, it feels like partly this game could provide really good kind of progress, but also at the same time, I do fear that at certain points, if I don't quite get where exactly I should be going, I could hit a point where I'm like, okay, what am I doing now?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Where did I put my thing? I could also listen to the radio message, I guess. Let me see what a cooked hoop fish gets me. And what was it, which game was it that distracted you as well? Hoop fish. The peeper is still by far the best food source so far then. What's this? Oh yeah, I should really put that poster away, shouldn't I? Or maybe I should... Can I put it on a wall? There we are. Nice. What was the item I had to displace to do that? It wasn't the knife, it wasn't the torch. It's possibly the fire extinguisher, but I don't care. No, it was the scanner. Okay. Bravely Default 2? I don't know about Bravely Default 2. What is Bravely Default 2 about? Hang on, what was I thinking about doing? I was going to go and explore the huge wreck. If I can remember which direction the huge wreck is. Over here. Here it is. Am I actually going to be allowed there, or is there going to be another MacGuffin that's going to keep me from getting to it? Square Enix class-based RPG. It's like a modern take on a classic Final Fantasy game. Interesting. See, I haven't played many JRPGs. I don't think I would be a massive JRPG person, but I am tempted, a bit like watching anime. I am tempted once, you know, every now and again to try it out, just to see if there's something I like. I reckon I could kind of like bits and pieces of it. What I could really do with, I guess, would be making another beacon, so that if I do find anything on my way, if I I find anything on my way, then I can mark out where it was. But I suppose as long as I'm going in a pretty much straight line from my base to the ship, it's not a big deal. Good, what can you do with 5 kilograms of sulfur and got 1.5 million? Took me a second. Just for a second, Pharaoh, I thought you were being serious. That's why I didn't read it out properly. Then I realised what you were doing, and I'm like, oh, I see. I like that. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah. How am I doing? I'm pretty good, aside from what I've been saying about hay fever. Oh, snap. What was that? Hi. Okay, now I know what the game does to stop you from going to investigate the ship. It puts a huge sea creature there. I was doing good until I almost got eaten. Well, that was unexpected. I met Steve. I did apparently meet Steve. He was not his usual hospitable self. I don't think he was looking at having visitors over that day. Okay, so I'm not going to be going and exploring that. Not for a little bit. Sea Glide, do I need this? No, I don't. Rats. But how you doing, Pharaoh? I see you are your usual punny self. Steve just wanted a hug. A mouth hug. It seems that way. Hang on, I'm going the complete wrong direction. I think I can still hear him. Oh, Pharaoh, you missed me completely bugging the game out at the start. That was fun. I reloaded inside the base, but I was swimming around with air bubbles coming out of my mouth and losing oxygen. So yeah, I've mastered swimming in thin air. Maybe the sea monster is scared off by scanning equipment. It was possible, Malkadoshan, but I will have to gather my nerves and my health bar before I give it another shot. Hang on, I tell you what, I need to actually build a health thingy here. How do I build stuff again? Can I build myself a med kit fabric? Okay, no, I need fiber mesh and a computer chip. So let's just go back to the other one, and maybe let's think about building one of them next. Was it a bug or did it flood? I don't think it flooded. But ever since then, the animation wherein I've gone up into the bottom of the base has been different from what I've been used to. Because let me try it out in this place. Because in this one, I think it kind of pauses you a couple of seconds to kind of show you climbing up into it. But in my go into the base now, it just kind of literally throws me up into it. Yeah, so I've got this kind of slow animation here, but that's not the case in the actual base anymore. Okay, so to build myself a medical fabricator, I need computer chip and fiber mesh. How do I build a computer chip and fiber mesh? Fiber mesh comes from Creepvine. I can get that easily. Sometimes gets itself confused about indoors and outdoors. Should sort itself out. If not, deconstruct the hatch. Yeah, okay. No, I was just enjoying a nice bit of bug-tastic action. I always like a few bugs in a game. Steve just needs a Snickers. Quoting classic. Hang on, does that look different? Classic adverts. That one looks huge. But it's still regular creepvine, apparently. Fair enough. Water, open air, inside, outside. What's the difference? Yeah, they are basically identical. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's another one of the suicide fish. How on earth does nature create suicidal animals? How on earth would they... Oh, it's a Garyfish. I've scanned Garyfish before. It's like, how on earth would suicidal fish survive? I just don't get it. Like, as a species. Yeah, what have you been up to, Farrah? How has your week been? Bees. You might be onto it there. You might be onto it there, CRB. In fairness, it was quite hard to tell whether it was flooded or not. Look, if I just go in... Oh, okay, now it's doing it. Now it's doing the actual proper animation. It wasn't before. Okay, so I've got 2 creepvine samples, so with that I can make fiber mesh. Now I just need to work out how to make a computer chip. I need gold and copper wire. I've already got some gold. I've got 1 copper, that means I need another copper. I was reading about how I can apparently make some... What on earth was that? Go away! I've made my base in the complete wrong place, I swear. That's it. That's it. You didn't like a bit of knife, did you? Okay. Okay, now I need some limestone. Limestone I could find tons of before. So naturally I'm going to completely fail to find it now. Oh, what's that? Oh, another creature egg. I don't need them right now. I feel like I can hear another thing attacking me. Lexip Nick, thank you. I appreciate it. Is it coming? It's coming after me again. I did not... The screenshot button is honestly not where it should be. Come on, how many hit points have you got? Too many seems to be the answer. I'm ready for you when you want to have your next go. Shows you. Still can need to tell her. Yeah. You know what? That would actually be pretty useful. Okay, where is some limestone around here? There's got to be limestone around here. Perhaps I should keep my eyes in the direction that that stalker came from. I just need 1 copper. 1 measly copper. Have I looked around this stuff already? I must have done. But yeah, I also kind of need to work out what I'm going to do next. That's another creature egg, isn't it? I have vague ideas. I don't think I've... Maybe I have scanned that before. Ah, hang on. Nope, that's the wrong type. Well, since I've found some, I might as well nick it.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I've got vague ideas about the cool stuff I want to build, but I feel like I need to find more human wreckage first. I don't think I've scanned that before. What are you? Of course. Oh, is it? Hang on, is this... Sand shark. Okay. I mean, he doesn't look like a shark, and he doesn't appear to be in sand, but who am I to judge? By the way, when there's something you can scan, you'll get that little scanner icon in the bottom right of your... Hang on, when there's something you can scan, you'll get that little scanner icon. And I had not noticed it. I will have to pay attention to that next time. As in, when you're pointing directly at something, or like if there's something in the near vicinity. Sometimes you can scan things more than once for more information. Oh, I knew that if you scan something you've scanned before, that you can, like, you know, get titanium off it. But I didn't know that there was, like, several levels of information. Ah, copper. Please, go around it. Titanium. There's some limestone right next to that sand shark, which is fantastic. Titanium, of course. Come on. Where's some limestone when you need some? Suddenly I've got all the sandstone I need. Scanning for additional information usually applies to Oh, I see. Right, I will have to bear that in mind. Also, I think this is new. Hello? Can I scan the forklift truck and build myself a forklift truck? I'm kind of disappointed that I cannot scan the forklift truck.
30 seconds.
Okay. Sadly, you can't get a forky. It would have been cool. It would have been freaking cool. Dolphin diving. I bet Steve has a forky. He probably does. That guy just hoards all the cool stuff. Hello? What do we have here? Absolutely nothing appears to be the answer. Come on, there's gotta be some limestone around here. Stevie's forky license got suspended. I bet he just keeps driving it around anyway. He seems like that kind of bloke. Yes, copper ore. Okay, we're golden. Yeah, he totally is just the kind of guy who would, like, say, screw the rules. I'm just gonna keep driving my forklift around. I want to eat you. Come here, I want to eat you. There we go.
New creature discovered.
Hope this guy tastes good. What did he ever do to I don't know. What did he ever do to me? I mean, aside from, like,
30 seconds.
taking off 3/4 of my health in one go. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Okay, so first of all, let's make me some food. Let's find out what a cooked spadefish is like. The peeper is still the best, by some margin. Then I want to make copper wire first. With the copper wire I want to make a computer chip. And then with that done, I believe... Oh, hang on, do I just need to fabricate the thing now with the tool? Yeah, okay. How do I... Oh, it was X, wasn't it? Reginalds are good for food. They're found in parts of the grassy plateaus. I've not come across a Reginald. Can I not use this? Oh, hang on, what? Why is it saying 2%? Have I not fully made it? Or something? 3%? Oh, of course! I completely forgot about the whole, like, you actually have to wait for things element of this game. Yep, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, so what is my next objective? What I really want to do is find some more proper wreckage so that I can, like... See, I was reading about the scanner room earlier. The scanner room sounds really cool. What I really want to do is make a scanner room. But yeah, in general, if I can, like, find some more wreckage so that I can make some more of this stuff. Yeah, exactly. It sounds really awesome. The other thing is if I could make these ultra glide fins, but I don't know where to get lithium. Maybe if I listen to this, it will take me to another wreckage.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull.
Oh, good.
Come get us already.
I'm gonna guess.
Uploaded to PDA.
I'm gonna guess that that thing that they said was trying to eat through the hull is probably gonna try and do a job on me as well. Because a lot of things in this game seem to want to kill me. But yeah, hopefully if I go there, I do not have a sea glide. Should I put some resources into making a sea glide first? Okay, tell you what. So that thing is going to stay around for a while, isn't it? Let's head back to my base a second and check out the sea glide. Yo! Hey, Fadoos, how you doing? I'm not too bad. How are you? Have you finished Dark Souls yet? Doesn't that eel know that you can scan the heck out of it? I know, it's like... The scanning is clearly the thing it should be most afraid of. Has it built one yet? No, it hasn't. Okay. Sea glide. I need battery, lubricant, and copper wire. Okay, copper wire I know how to get. Lubricant I think I can make some of now.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Thank you. I needed to know that, I guess. The battery... Okay, so I need copper, and copper. And some acid mushrooms. Where's the sea glide gone? Yeah, okay, so acid mushrooms are really easy to get, but in general what I need is copper right now. And boy, you know how successful I was being at finding copper earlier. Guess I might as well pick up the acid mushrooms while I'm here. Quartz. Ooh, hello. Creature egg. So I guess I'm going to need some tool to, like, unblock passages later on. Oh, hello. There's some. Yes, you have. Nice. 213 deaths, 36 hours, 56 minutes. Nice. That is a decent chunk faster than I did it. How did you find it overall? Like, who was your favourite and least favourite boss to fight? If anyone, by the way, if anyone was fancying a new channel, Fadoos is a cool guy. He is a Dutch streamer. He's just finished Dark Souls, as we say. So please go and check out Fadoos. I'm almost tempted to try and speed... You should. Put me completely to shame. It'll completely shatter what remained of my self-esteem. But, yeah, it'd be cool. You can tell me how much I failed to achieve in the time that you beat the entire game. To be honest, you would probably like actually be able to keep dropping into my channel to tell me stuff as you did it as well. I bet you'd be able to do that. Okay, I've got 1 copper. I need 2 more. Oh, that's copper. Ow, ow, ow. What was that? Oh, it was that. Okay. Please be this. Please be copper. Titanium rats. Okay, I need oxygen. Yeah, fair enough.
30 seconds.
But still, it would be impressive. Your least favourite bosses were Artorias, Calamite, and ONS. I actually quite enjoyed the ONS fight, I've got to be honest. Calamite I can kind of agree with. Artorias, yeah, Artorias was tough. Artorias just gave you no opportunity whatsoever to heal up. That was my real thing with Artorias, was just like... Copper, nice, okay. Oh, come on! What is even attacking me? But yeah, basically my big problem with Artorias was I took some damage, and then I would retreat and try to heal up. And Artorias would just kind of go, nope. And I would, yeah, I died so many times from taking like 1 hit and then just running away. And taking too much damage as I ran away. Tiger plants suck. Tiger plants do kinda suck, don't they? Medical Fabricator is still not finished. I was able to heal sometimes during Artorias, but it took me a bit to figure out. Yeah, I just basically waited for the RNG to fall. Also, I found out after I did my run that apparently I essentially kind of accidentally beat him anyway. Because like apparently there's a point at which he does, you know, he kind of stops and gathers all the purple power into himself and explodes and so on. I need a battery, that's one thing, don't I? And that's him powering up and making himself more powerful, and I had not realised this, so I didn't interrupt that at all, which is apparently what you're really supposed to do. So I beat him even in his powered up state just because I was waiting for the right opportunity, and one time I just got the perfect run. Yeah, I had no idea. I figured it was just an AoE attack. I hadn't realised it did anything different. I just figured it was an AoE attack. So I just kind of stayed out of the way and used that as my opportunity to heal. Yeah, somehow that never happened to me. I must have got lucky or something. Well, actually, no, it did happen to me. I still died, but I didn't notice him being significantly tougher. Curiously.
For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Let me dump some stuff in here, like a ton of titanium again. And I guess, hang on, let me dump the habitat builder in there as well, because I don't need a habitat. I don't really need a repair tool right now either. Let me take 1 titanium back. And I'll dump the fire extinguisher. I'll dump the habitat builder, and I'll dump the repair tool. I hope I don't end up needing any of these. And then I'll assign that to a quick slot. Looks like it's coming daytime again. It looks like it already is daytime. Ooh, hang on. Can I finally get myself a medkit, please? Yeah! Okay. We are happy again. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of enjoyed the ONS fight. It was kind of odd. Oh, come on. Oh, it's got a little map on it as well. That's interesting. You can actually deconstruct the medical fabricator and the life pod and use the resources to build a second. Okay, that would be interesting. That actually, probably that would be a sensible idea, if I'm honest. I might do that next time I get an opportunity. Okay, if there actually is a creature trying to eat into this thing, then I'm screwed. Seamoth 2 or 3, that's nice. Oh, laser cutter, yes. I think this will complete my laser cutter. Nice.
New blueprint acquired.
That's what I was looking for.
Integrating new PDA data.
What's that? Or is that just salt? Eh, I guess I kind of needed salt to mix with the bleach.
30 seconds.
How am I finding Subnautica? It's interesting. I'm kind of liking the slow kind of acquisition of resources and the building up of bases and so on. I'm still trying to work out what exactly the end goal is going to be. Whether I'm going to end up like building some crazy rocket and blasting off into space. I did notice that one of the vehicles says it can be used in space as well. So I thought this game would just end when you got to space, and now I'm starting to wonder if there's a whole new element halfway through the game where you then like start a new phase of like item acquisition and so on outside in space and got to travel home or something. But I've only seen people playing probably the first like 5 or 10 hours, if that. I'd say probably this Sea Glide is the most advanced thing I've seen anyone have during a stream. I don't need another laser cutter fragment. Okay, so now I can make a laser cutter. Which I reckon actually will be quite useful. Gotta start cooking, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, I will have plenty of questions, Pharaoh. I will have all the questions. I can't deconstruct this thing because I didn't bring the tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and reclaim that beacon, because I don't need the beacon mark in the big wreck anymore, I don't think. You know the game well as well. Oh, I didn't realise it. Everyone seems to have played this. How many times have you played it through, Fadoos? Okay, you're on about the same level as Pharaoh then. We need to have like a race between you and him to see who can complete the game fastest. Pharaoh was... you probably just caught Pharaoh talking about doing a speedrun. Okay. Back to the base. I can actually travel a decent way now on 1 tank of oxygen. I like that. You know, Canadian... God damn it. God damn it. Stop being cleverer than I am. How do I deploy it? There we go. Can I write on the PC? No, I can't, apparently. How do I do anything with this? There we are. GDM! I saw the first, like, 60, 70 minutes of the game. It was 1-0 when I turned off. What was the final score? It was 1-0, okay. Was it a free kick? I actually missed the goal because I went down to speak with my family just before. Was it it seemed from the way that people were talking like it was a free kick goal.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh look, I can still run around with this in my hand. Oh, Sterling, nice. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'm going to make some more bleach. And then I'm going to drink the bleach. Hey Aiden, how's well? How are you doing? It is indeed coming home until we get to the knockout stages and start losing against good teams. Or bad, yes. Very true. Okay, how do I make a laser cutter? Oh, cave sulfur. I've got some cave sulfur. Diamond. I do not know how to get diamond. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I am pretty good. The week has been long, but I'm just enjoying it being the weekend. And I'm also loving, in inverted commas, the trashy 90s pop that next door's kids are blaring out. Okay, so a laser cutter would be nice, but I'd need to find some diamond. What else can I do? A mobile vehicle bay would be pretty cool. Power cell. How do I make titanium ingots, and how do I make power cell? I could do that. I do have a ton of titanium around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If nothing else, it saves some space in my inventory. Let me drop that back in here. To be honest, I've actually not noticed the music in this game much because obviously I'm concentrating on trying to not die most of the time. But yeah, it's been, from what I have noticed, it's been pretty cool. What did you actually think of the game, JDM? Because I felt like the first like 20 minutes, I felt like we went out playing really well, and then towards the end of the first half and the start of the second half, it started getting a bit ropey again. It was a bit like, oh great, here we go again. I didn't entirely believe that we were going to win for a long time. Oh, I was going to make some nice fins as well. I need some silicon rubber. Oh, I need the lithium for that. I remember now. What on earth is a grav trap? What else is there here that I want to look into? I'm not sure. So maybe I should listen to another radio message and see what this one's all about.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location.
Okay.
I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
What
else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Okay, good. Interesting. Sure. I think the first 20 minutes we played well, then as time passed, yeah, exactly. I hadn't thought about it being the heat, but yeah, it makes sense. Oh, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to come here, grab the habitat builder, then rush off to my original place and deconstruct the health kit thing there. The sun being such assholes, and the initial SOS, and the realization as they scan further. I kind of have picked up bits and pieces, but I'm not sure I've necessarily picked up it all. That's not what I want to take. I want to take this. I'm holding down on the D-pad. Why can I not do anything? What can I not deconstruct after all then? Can I make stuff in here? Okay, yeah, I guess Pharaoh did say he thought maybe you could do it. So maybe you just can't. What else was there in here that I hadn't brought over? Nothing that I want to grab right now. Okay, so let me get myself an objective. Power cell. What was the power cell? 2 batteries and silicon rubber. I can do that. I can do that. Battery times 2. Silicon. What do I need for silicon rubber? Silicon rubber I can make right now. Thank you. Power cell, power cell. Now I just need 2 batteries, which really means I need 2 copper. Because the acid mushrooms are easy to find. Do I have any copper in here? I've got gold in here. Okay. Let's go and find myself some copper then. The problem with this is it makes it quite... Whoa! This is huge! Makes it quite hard to see what else is around, so I'm having to, like, glide sideways to look around. Titanium, not what I wanted. That's 1 copper, I need 4 copper. Or, hang on, do I need... I need at least 2 copper. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 4. Yeah, sorry, about Ericsson. I was watching that. I had no idea what to think. Ericsson yesterday was kind of horrifying, if I'm honest. I obviously I'd heard about incidents before where someone had collapsed during a game and so on, but I'd never actually seen it. And I just didn't know what to do with myself. I'm glad that he's recovered, it seems. But wow, that was crazy. Did everyone else hear about that? Okay, 2 batteries. Were you watching, Fadus? Whoa, that's huge. How much space does that take up? It's still... There is a real disparity in this game between how big things are on the fabricator and how big they appear in your inventory. You were watching a stream and heard about it from another viewer. Did I put the lubricant in here as well, or did I already use the lubricant? I think the lubricant comes from this, doesn't it? I've got to be honest, because JDM, you were streaming when it happened, weren't you? Because I've got to be honest, I almost came like running into your stream to say about it, because I thought like, I honestly at that time I was thinking if anyone would have something to say, it would be you. Pretty big in my inventory, that one is. I should dump that somewhere. Hang on. Do I assign it a quick slot? If I dump the fabrication, the habitat builder again, and then I give it a quick slot, I'm guessing I'm supposed to like deploy it outside? Faduz, can you comment on this? In the meantime, okay, what should I do? Do I just deploy it kind of anywhere I want to? Release vehicle bay. Do I just kind of deploy it anywhere I want to? Or is it best to like can you link it up to your base somehow?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Make sure you release it in a slightly deeper area. Why? So it can deploy things above it, you mean? You can, yeah, it seems like pretty much anything can be removed later, which is good. For now, I think it's probably best to just dump it in the locker, though. Okay, so having built that, what is my new next objective? Nuclear waste disposal. Yeah, seems legit. Okay, another radio message. Let's see what this one is.
This is Officer Keane in Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded.
Okie
Signal
dokie.
location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, that's miles away. Well, I guess it's not too bad with this thing. At some point I would love to find out where I can get lithium and diamond. Maybe what I need to do really is start exploring deeper areas. But I'm such a chicken. This looks like it's going to be quite deep. Oh, it's going to be 300 meters. Am I even going to be able to get that deep without like suffering from the bends or something? Okay, well, I'll check it out and see what happens anyway. I recommend a Seamoth as a priority now. I don't think I can... Oh, hang on, can I build a Seamoth? Maybe I can. Most of the stuff at this point is made much easier with a vehicle.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Makes sense. Hang on, am I actually going to have to go into... Ooh, hello. There's a ton of stuff here. Am I going to have to go into the caves to find him? Maybe I should do the Seamoth first and come back for this. What on earth are they making a fuss about outside? Yeah, I thought I was missing a fragment. I gotta admit, if I didn't have the thing there telling me how far I was from the surface, I would never be able to guess. Because honestly, when you're like 200 meters down, it looks like the surface is only about 30 meters away. Is it worth building that item that shows you the paths out of caves and so on? Or I guess maybe if I'm gonna be getting the yeah, maybe if I'm gonna be getting the Seamoth, then it'll make the whole thing irrelevant. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there something to scan here? Ooh, hello, Seamoth. Well, that's convenient. And I'm being attacked again.
New blueprint acquired.
That is extremely convenient. I had no idea I was going to luck out like that. How deep are you recommending to put this bay then? Surely it doesn't need to be that deep. Okay, the radiation, okay. Forgot about that. Like, is here okay? If I just dump it here? Fairly close to my base, but... Is it... Oh, is it going to go right to the surface? Fair enough, then. Oh, and it's got little bots and everything. Nice. Okay, so, what do I need? Oh, this looks quite achievable. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm relatively close to there. Titanium ingots, I reckon I can make right now. Glass, I can possibly make. Lubricant, I can get my hands on very easily. I mean, this is kind of the edge of the grassy plateau, isn't it? I'm going to need to make another battery soon. Okay, that's that sorted. I think I'm losing my face from a combination of horrific hay fever. Yeah, I know how you feel about the horrific hay fever. I ate lunch outside today, and for the next hour or so I was sneezing badly. It seems to have calmed down a bit now. Losing your voice. That makes a bit more sense. I have to admit, I thought you were just being dramatic there. Make a charging... Ooh, how do I make a charging station? Does everyone know this game except for me? I don't think I have a charging station thing yet. I don't have one along here. Unless the bioreactor charges it or something. Yeah, I can't see a charging bay right now. Okay, what have I got here? Let me grab the rest of this titanium. I actually need 2 more titanium. I need... Hang on, it was 2 quartz, wasn't it? 2 glass, which means I need 3 quartz. That's fine, because I'm pretty sure I saw some quartz in the caves around here. Or somewhere around here. Oh, hello. It's a blueprint you stick on the wall. I think you'll find it in a wreck. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I tell you what, I think there's a ton of quartz I haven't picked up on the seabed around here, isn't there? Or, no, I think a cave would be better. Okay, here we go, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. What is the... Oh, the best way of getting titanium is metal Rex, isn't it? Might as well grab some extra quartz. And... what was that? I swear, my reflection, my shadow, it just looks like some kind of tourist running or swimming around with a camera. You gonna start dinner as well? That's cool. What's the progress on your phone? I appreciate that, thank you. Let me grab one of these. And now I might even have enough already. Canadian, are you saying you've played this as well? Has everyone played this? Okay. Oh, okay. Do you know that the charging station is a thing? 1, 2... I do... Oh, sorry, no, I need one more... Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Because I can get titanium off deconstructing these things. Okay, that's a titanium ingot. Where else am I going for? Power cell, glass. Oh, okay, I do need copper, and I'm going to need some acid mushrooms to make the power cell. The glass I should be able to do. I'll dump the rest of the quartz in here because I don't need it right now. Power cell. Yeah, I need to make 2 batteries. Which really means I just need acid mushrooms. Because I have 2 copper. That's very nice. Yeah, Law played this for a while, didn't he? I think I saw one of his streams of this. How that fills one square I will never understand. Okay, now I just need lubricant, but lubricant is fine because I can make it off the vine that I made. Okay, so I can already make myself a sea moth. Which is very cool. Go! Go, my drone army!
Safe mode of transport.
Oh, they're just going to drop it in the water. Fine, sure.
For your glyphs
That makes
and
sense.
endorphin levels.
Kasploosh.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nice. Okay, so I have 4 icons down the bottom and I don't know what they're for. Because clearly they're not my regular quick slots. What else have I got in here? Hoopfish, spadefish. There's almost so many messages. Whoops, have I just got out? I'm guessing now that the best thing to do is just to go after this thing. Those are the installed upgrades. Hang on, let me check out. At least I don't. Hang on. No, my O2 is not going down here. However, before I go away from the base, where is the base? Before I go away from the base, let's top up on some food and drink. Look, come here, you're so tasty. Yeah, hunting isn't really fair with this, is it? I can just pretty much pick up whatever I want now. Take your repair tool. Okie dokie, I can do that. Hang on, what do I need to... What do I need to make some more bleach? Salt, isn't it? It's salt. Which I do not have any of. I would so like it if I could just make that bay that apparently can deploy drones to just search for stuff for me. That would be so nice. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm guessing that like the tools for the thing are going to be like they're going to be like one will be like a weapon thing so I can kill big creatures. One will be probably like a salvage tool or something. Come on, where's some salt? I'm sure there was some salt around here. I'm glad that it's given me an icon to my sea moth as well, because I would totally lose it. I know me. I'm good at losing things.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'm going to need some more batteries for this thing soon. And for the torch. Perhaps I should do that first. I cannot remember where I can find salt. Ooh, is this a new piece of wreckage I haven't found before? Or have I... maybe I have found this before. Oh, I see that...
30 seconds.
Oh, great. I see that icon now that tells you when you can scan something. I wouldn't mind it turning daytime. Daytime would be nice. That's an egg, isn't it? Yep. Need a break from the kitchen. What are you making? Okay, so since I may need batteries soon, I might as well pick myself up some of this stuff. I think the titanium just clipped into the wall. That's not fair. When am I gonna get the chance to like make a thing that recharges batteries? Because I feel like that's gonna be useful very soon.
30 seconds.
Come on, I want it to turn daytime. I reckon based on where the light is, I know that the sun rises about here. In fact, I think I can already see it glow on the horizon. So I reckon it's going to turn daytime very soon now. Which is good. I love the look of this. This is a great looking game. You're making slow cooked chorizo and chicken thigh. That sounds frickin' amazing. To put on during work tomorrow. Remind me, what's work for you? I'm so bad at keeping track of this stuff. That is quartz, isn't it?
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Why can I not find salt anymore? Sea moth fragments. I don't really need titanium right now, or a bin. If this could be copper, that would be nice. Yes. I still need some salt. I guess I don't need salt. If I can just find some bladderfish. Bladderfish will do instead. Okay. I don't think I got an opportunity to scan the bin. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. Where was it? Here. I didn't think it was giving me an opportunity to scan the bin, but maybe I just overlooked it. Sea moth. Ah, okay. Ow. Nice. HP, how are you doing?
Acquired.
How are you? Good to see you again. I am in a whole new game. Okay, I'm just going to go looking for some bladderfish now, because it's taking far too long to find salt, since I clearly do not know where to look for it. Unless that's some... I think that's quartz again, isn't it? Yeah, that's quartz again. How am I? I'm pretty good, thank you. Aside from the daily struggle with the hay fever. But no, I'm pretty good, really. How's life where you are? What are you currently playing as well? Bladderfish. Perfect. Resident Evil 7, nice. I need to check some of that out.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I played it myself and I loved it. Okay, so I wanted 2 batteries as backup. And now I have them. I also wanted some water. Let's glug the water down. Okay, let's grab my repair tool. And let's go for it. Oh yeah, good point. I tried to deconstruct the one in the original place, by the way, and it didn't work. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
After that, he'll play a village. I need to play village. I played 7. Did I say village when I meant 7? By the way, I've got a sudden feeling that I did. But yeah, no, I played 7 and I absolutely loved it. Can I pick things up as I swim past them? That's cool, that's fair. Sometimes I lose track completely of what I'm actually talking about. Like, of the things I say. In my head I said one thing, and it turns out I said something completely different. I think everyone can be a bit like that, though. Hang on, what's the red? What's the 200 in red? In red, what am I talking about? In orange, on my HUD, right next to where it says my depth on the top. Yeah, it's probably a human, a regular human thing, isn't it? Max depth. Oh, if that's max depth, I'm going to struggle to get to this thing, which is 300 meters down. Oh, is it? Okay, so how is this going to work then? Am I just going to have to park the moth outside? Because this is 300 meters down. Maybe I can use it as like a portable place to go for oxygen recharges or something. Okay. Well, this seems like a relatively sensible place. Let's take a look down here. Okay, we've got a load of nothing. What have I got on right now? I should put the rebreather on, shouldn't I, since it's not complaining about anything else. Oh, hello. Torpedo arm. Oh, is that going to be for the sea moth? I've already got one of them. Is the loot randomized? Command chair. I've got to have a command chair. Oh yeah. Is the loot randomized in this? Like, if you break open a limestone fragment, is it always going to have the same thing in it? And is every one of these pods always going to have the same item to scan and so on? Hang on, what was that I just... Ah, light stick. I'm going to have to go for an oxygen refill in a second. What on earth is that, though? It is mega quartz. And yes, I'm aware I can use the thingy, but I'm saving battery on it at the moment. Okay, there's my oxygen refill. Outcrops are randomized. That's fair enough. It kind of makes sense. Mega lead. Sealed door. I don't have a tool to cut that open. Wasn't there 2 entrances I just found? Maybe not. I can't find any entrances on this thing now. Maybe it was a completely different... Oh, was it this thing here I was looking at? None of this seems to be relevant. Oh, this would have to be cut open as well, wouldn't it? I may have found everything I'm going to find here, except for the floodlight. Floodlight could be quite useful, I guess.
New blueprint acquired.
Moon pool. Ooh, hello. Nice. You were talking about having a moon pool, weren't you, Pharaoh? I would quite like a moon pool, especially if it connects to your base.
Diversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Let me just take a very quick look to see what I need to get a moon pool and where it appears in here. Here. Oh, ingredients unknown. Fair enough. Hopefully I find more moon pool stuff. Moon pools are great. You can dock your Seamoth and recharge it from your base. Nice. Right, where am I going? I'm a little bit scared about what I'm going to find down here. Oh, now I can find salt. Sure, why not? Also, how is it that a ship has a crush depth of this deep,
Integrating new PDA data.
but my human fleshy body does not? My human fleshy body can go further. Lead. I did need some... No, I didn't need some lead, did I? I can't get in that. Ultra high capacity tank.
Blueprint acquired.
Ultra. Is there actually anything in there that I would want anyway? Yes, there's a PDA. I'm guessing again I need some kind of tool to get in there that I don't have right now. Is there actually anything left here that I need? Ooh, lithium! I did need lithium. I can't remember what it was for, but I did want some lithium. Oi, get off me! Uh-oh, how do I get this thing off me? It should open at one side. Let me climb into the Seamoth to recharge my oxygen and then I'll check it out again. Yeah, I haven't quite got the hang of using the Seamoth to protect myself yet. Oh, there is a thing! There is a thing.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new PDA data.
I think that's everything in here, isn't it? I don't think there's anything else to find. Hang on, whoop! This is why I can't have nice things! There was a blueprint on the floor? Oh, what's this? Gel sack.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh yeah, and I got this thing, yeah. I got this thing, the ultra high capacity attack, yeah. I didn't realise, I thought there was like a metal box that I needed to pick up or something. Just get off me! Well, there's a fair bit of lithium here, actually. Okay. I've possibly got everything I want right now. Or at least I'm going to have to gamble that I've got everything I want right now. To find this place, I would have to go almost exactly 1 kilometer. Hang on, actually, let's go to the surface. How far out of the water is this thing going to be able to fly? Whee! I'd say a long way. Anyway. So this thing was, yeah, almost exactly 1 kilometer southwest from my pod. Oh, is that how it works? I hadn't clocked exactly how it worked. I knew that the things were still around. This is some new stuff here, isn't it? Regress shell. I've seen that before. Ow! I didn't realise it could shoot things at me. I thought it just like hit me, like lashed out at me. Okay. I might check the seafloor as I head back, just in case there's anything useful. Like that time I found the whoops. The sea moth part as I was heading back. But otherwise, let's return to the base. What's that? Oh, hang on, I've already got a bioreactor, don't I? Let's try scanning it anyway. Yeah. Well, I don't have a bioreactor, but I've got the parts for it. I am actually damaging this thing, aren't I? I'm so used to just being able to, like, scuff up along the ground. I kind of forgot the whole thing about it actually taking damage if I did stupid stuff. I will have to be careful of that sand shark. Nice.
Blueprint acquired.
Grav trap. Nothing. Health, charge level, another exterior temperature, and on the bottom right. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that temperature. You know, temperature hasn't been a thing for me so far. So suddenly I'm all concerned that at some point I'm gonna start freezing to death. I guess that's actually probably a large part of the gameplay in Sub-Zero. Am I road killing things right now? I can hear things splatting off the roof of the ship. Hope that's not going to drain its battery leaving the lights on. Ooh, I could do with some water right now. And food. I got some salt, didn't I? Yes. Which means I can make myself some water. Except I do not have coral tube samples anymore. Like pugs on a windscreen, exactly. Come with me if I want to live. Come on, where's some coral tube? Here we are, here's some coral tube. Have I scanned this? Yes, I must have done. I love how the lights kind of light up the area. This game is certainly a good looking game. Right. Make myself some bleach. Go around it. Has that used the bleach up already? Okay, let's dump a couple of bits. Let's also work out what I needed the lithium for. What was it that I was looking through on here? Prawn suit, torpedo arm. Prawn suit? The heck is a prawn suit gonna be? Also, yes, ultra high capacity tank. I only need 4. Oh, come on, game. I got 3 lithium, and now I needed a 4th. Hang on. Did I just dump it? Lithium. I dumped it. Yes, that is true. But I also need it for that ultra high capacity tank. So, guess I'm going on another trip. So, it was... Hang on, let's do the thing that we just talked about. Apparently I can come on here and reactivate this. Hang on, have we actually found dry land already then? I have a belief... Splat. I have a belief that in this game there's unlikely to be any real dry land. How many vehicles are there in this game, I wonder? Clearly there's a few. I do find myself wondering if everyone is as reluctant to go into the dark parts of the ocean as I am when they play this the first time. It just feels very kind of, to coin a phrase, out of my depth. I can't actually tell whether my lights are on or not unless they're actually hitting anything, can I? Is that some... That's probably salt, isn't it? Well, I guess it's no bad thing having salt. I need it to combine with the bleach. What's that? Oh, it's lead. Titanium, yeah, never hurts. Oh, shale. Okay. What does shale get me? Diamonds!
On a property of the
Cha-ching!
Corporation, you will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
I can't help myself thinking that although that's probably just there as a bit of a joke, at some point that's actually going to come back to bite me. Seamoth, prawn suit, Cyclops, and a mystery vehicle. Is it a mystery vehicle because you're refusing to tell me? Or is it a mystery vehicle because it actually is, like, in some way a bit of a... You know, there's no way of knowing or something like that which one you're going to get or something like that. What are these things? Ruby! Ruby, 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 ruby! Ah, what you do it to me. Oh, that got me lithium as... Hang on, did that just get me lithium? Yes. I could do with one more lithium, though. Could also do with going back for some more air in a minute. No. Yeah, refusing to tell me. That's cool. I don't want people to take every liberty. I am very happy for certain things to stay secret. I hope I'm not going to regret filling my... Oh, good.
30 seconds.
Let's head back to the Seamoth and then work out what I don't need in my inventory.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Probably some coral, I guess. I can ditch that. Or titanium is very easy to get rid of. To find again, sorry. Titanium, I would go so far as to say is even like one of the items in this game that you can virtually never run out of, because you can keep just re-scanning fragments to get it. Whoops, I was not trying to do that. I am simply the worst. The heck is that? Tiny prawn dude. That thing looks like it gets very dizzy. Hey, get off me. Bleeder. You're frickin' right, it's a bleeder. Get off me. I've told you about this before. Do not make me regret bringing you on the trip. Okay, lithium. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Where can I get some lithium? Where can I get some guaranteed lithium, more to the point?
Seconds.
Diamond, okay, not what I was going for. Frickin' bleeders. Perfect, okay. We can get out of here. Until I realised that I actually needed even more lithium. Okay.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Right, so I've got my lithium, so I should be able to get myself some nice fins. On top of that, I should be able to get myself the ultra oxygen suit, oxygen tank. I've got, what was it that I needed diamond for? I've forgotten now. I need to repair this craft. I don't have the other part for the moon pool, do I? So I can't build a moon pool yet. I am slowly making some progress, though. I feel fairly sure I've reviewed that wreckage. I could build myself a bin as well. Because I haven't built myself a bin yet, even though I've got the blueprints for it. Oh wait, no, there's no point in looking to grab some coral tube samples right now, because I can't store them in my inventory. So I should probably build another locker at this point. Another locker would probably be useful. I also need to feed myself at some point. Okay. Okay, what can I do? I need silicon rubber. How do I make silicon rubber? Ooh, plasteel ingot. It's like something out of Star Wars. Aerogel. Ooh, aerogel. I have gel sacks, and I have ruby. Okay, actually, first things first. Let me dump the ruby in here. Grab the habitat builder. With the habitat builder, let me stick another locker on the wall. The fins and the tank, I think, both require the modification station. Oh, do they? Oh, I didn't know that. The diamond for the laser cutter. Oh, of course. Yes. Anyway, with that locker, I've got more storage now. Tell you what, actually. Let's start trying to be a little bit organized, shall we? Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. Let's call this like metals. And I'm gonna ditch just about everything into it for now, because what I'm gonna do is move the other one over. Then I'm going to deconstruct it. And build another one here. That was clever. I have not got the hang of this interface yet. This, I'm going to call it like, what shall I call it? I'll call this one like bio stuff. But it's probably going to be a kind of an everything for the time being. Oh, come on. Actually, I guess I can make another locker. Which can be my other locker for now. Bio. Where's the hyphen on a PlayStation 5? Bio stuff. Okay, cool. Then I'll make another one of these here, since this just uses a little bit of titanium, which I do not have because I shoved it in here. This is going to be called Other for now. And eventually it'll be given a more specialized purpose. Metal, not metal, maybe metal? No, metal is for recording, like, putting my thrash core stuff in. I don't like the way it's kind of out of the wall. That's not cool at all. I'm going to have to deconstruct this. This is where the bit where I get all OCD about where everything is positioned. Why is it not going flush against the wall? I don't like that at all. Oh well. If it's gonna not play ball, then it's not gonna play ball. I can only make it do what it wants to do. It seems a bit like that. It seems a bit like that. Anyway, so into Other, Okay, so precious gems are not metals. Battery, especially a battery with 2% charge, is not metal. Silver is. Cave sulfur is bio. Silicon rubber is definitely for that. Gel sack is bio. Okay. In the bio stuff, we're going to shove the cave sulfur, the gel sacks, the coral, that thing. In the wall locker... Is quartz technically a metal? I'm going to call it a metal for now. Copper is, lead is, salt is not. Titanium, that can come back. Diamond, no. Lithium is the 2 batteries. Animal, vegetable, metal, crystal, artificial. Yeah, that seems about right. And then you can be the model of a modern Major General. Yeah, no, I don't think it is actually. I think you're right. I don't think it is. Silver and gold are metals though. I guess quartz is more like a precious substance, isn't it? Even though it's not that precious. Salt technically would be bio. No, it's not bio stuff, is it? Okay, cool. Now I've spent ages piddling around doing insignificant things. What was I actually doing here? What is the grav trap? Uses artificial gravity to attract light objects and small creatures. Interesting. Okay, so I needed 4 lithium and my high capacity oxygen tank. I can do that. Lithium would be in metals. And I know I need 5 lithium anyway. Gotta take off my fins. Why? Hang on. Why can I not craft this? Oh, of course! Because we said I need the modification station. And also because I need silicon rubber and titanium. Where's the modification station? I don't even have anything about a modification station right now. Do I? I could make a trash can as well. Because I reckon you probably get stuff back from trash cans, don't you? Right, okay, okay. Do I have 2 titanium in my metals locker? I have 1 titanium in my metals locker. Let's go and take a very brief trip over. Oh, of course. Yep. Let's go and take a very brief trip to get some metal. Oh, that was easy. So what I really need is access to more wrecks and stuff. I guess I can look at the laser cutter, can't I? And there's also a message on the radio still. Okay. Let's get some titanium. Oh, okay. Hang on, does it give you stuff back? I was working on the assumption that it would give you crafting materials back. Oh, in that case I don't care so much. I was really working on the basis that I would get something out of it. Okay, I really need to eat at this point and drink. I would love to get to the point where the game will just like give me food and drink. That would be a great time. Wait, come here. Come here, come here. Oh, bladderfish as well. Come here.
Seek fluid intake.
I know that. I'm trying to chase people down. They don't want to die. I don't know what their problem is. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you very much. Okay. That should be enough to keep me going for a little while.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Actually, it's still not nearly as much water as I'd like. I had some table coral somewhere, didn't I? Coral tube samples, even. Did I have any salt left? Yes. So I should be able to make some bleach. Okay, cool. Oh, hello, what's this? Oh, I can make the aerogel. Not that I know what it does yet, but I can make it. We can build it. We do have the technology. Okay, okay. I was also looking at the laser cutter, because I reckon I may be able to do that. And that doesn't require a modification station. It needs a battery. I've got I've got all of these things. Hang on. Cave sulfur. 2 diamond. And a battery. Did I pick up the right battery? I don't want the battery which has, like, no charge. Oh, I picked up the battery with no charge. Actually, is the game intelligent enough to realise that? If I use a battery with 2% charge, will it give me an item with 2% charge, or will it just give me a fully powered up battery? A fully powered up item? Because that would be a really cool way to jip the system. Let's try it. Purely out to... Ah, okay. In that case, there's no point. Okay, where is my laser cutter? Here we are. Nice. Perhaps I should now go and explore that... Oh, I should actually repair my thing as well, shouldn't I? Perhaps I should repair... go and explore that huge base. Try cutting it open and seeing what comes out. There we are. I can drop the repair tool now, probably. Could just be lazy, but not... Yeah, I was hoping. I was hoping. Okay, let's go take the laser cutter and see what we can work with.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Splat. Someone needs to come up with like a roadkill percent category for speedruns of this, where you're only allowed to kill things by like ramming into them. Whoa! I was not paying attention. Also, there was the wreck, the other wreck I found, wasn't there? I'm not entirely sure I know where it was now. Can I cut into this with a laser tool? No. Or at least I assume not. Can I cut into this with a laser tool? No. Oh, hang on. What's this? Oh, just what I needed, a picture frame.
New blueprint acquired. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'm guessing this, though. Not sure I entirely want to go to that. Or maybe this? Ah, here we go. One second, guys. BRB filling up on oxygen. Is it just those panels that you can cut through? Also, I would not want to go through something that's clearly still so superheated. Oh, opens a play crate. Oh, was it water I just picked up? Ooh, modification station. Oh snap, I got it that easily. I thought it would be like a 3 of 5 or something like that. Lightweight high capacity tank.
New
Okay.
blueprint acquired.
Do I want to go through here or am I just gonna die? Ooh. Just those doors. Let me scan this as well, just in case. Oh, it is a 2 of 3. Okay. I'm going to need to back up for some oxygen soon. That I already have. Hello. Nice.
New blueprint 30 seconds. Acquired.
Battery charger, yes, please. Okay, now I need to get out of here. Ow. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just spluttering for breath, I'm fine. Very close. Whoa! I wasn't actually planning on taking this thing in. It'd be nice if I could cut myself a way out of here.
Meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And thus save myself from having to go the long way back out. I guess the long way back out isn't that long though. Possibly I should just stop complaining. Ooh, what's that? Hello?
New blueprint acquired.
I need to be checking some of this stuff out, I think. I'm gonna assume... Oh, I haven't got everything. Oh, it's a laser cutter. I've already got a laser cutter. Well, I'm getting titanium from it, I guess. I'm almost out of battery on this thing. Laser cutter. Is there a way of getting to this later on? Okay. Hang on, is that thing trying to attack me? Anyway, it doesn't seem to be able to actually succeed, so I don't care. That door's just for decoration. Fair enough. Okay, so first of all, I have the ability to make... Oh, hello, what's this stuff? Ah. Oh, right, this is all in the modification station. Vehicle upgrades, nice. Titanium, I can do this. I can do this. Eliminating damage under normal conditions. Okay, I'm okay with that. I don't know what polyaniline is. Storage mod. Ooh, hello. Seamoth solar charger. Nice. Seamoth perimeter defense system. Don't make it... Oh, just go straight to the Mark II. I figured, to be honest, that you would need to, like, step it up one at a time. Seamoth torpedo system. That requires aerogel, which I've already established I can make. So I could make the torpedo system right now. Usually get the storage, hull reinforcement, and depth 1. Sorry, you can find a Mark... What do you mean you can find a Mark 1? Oh, I see. Okay. Seamoth sonar for the... Okay. Although I'm already... I'm finding the heads-up display on the in the other thing to be hard to read, so I'm not sure how much it would help me. Seamoth suit jump jet upgrade. What? There's clearly an awful lot of stuff in here as well that I have not come across yet. Thermoblade. Oh wow. Oh, that would be useful. Oh, that would be very useful. Lighter build allows for enhanced maneuverability. What's the... I haven't noticed any issue with my load. So what would be the advantage in having this thing? Or sorry, this thing here. The lightweight stuff. I don't see the advantage in that. But yeah, okay, so I can go back and make the ultra high capacity tank right now. Silicon rubber. To be honest, I'm fine with the speed. I mean, maybe if I get ultimately to make a lightweight ultra high thing, but I would put more store right now in the longer O2 than the lighter weight. That is just, yeah. I thought for a second that I'd somehow put a hole, like a huge hole in the side of my ship, in the side of my thing. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's remove my tank, because I should now be able to make... Oh wait, modification station. I need to make the modification station first. I keep getting distracted by this. Okay, where do I make a modification station? It clearly ain't here. Where is it? Oh, of course it's in the habitat builder. Why did I not assume it would be in the habitat builder? Now, the question is, Is it going to be an inside thing or an outside thing? I wish the quick slot thing was a bit better. I don't really like that at the moment, I've got to say. Battery charger, ingredients unknown, that's fair enough. Okay. Diamond, lead, and a computer chip. The lead I can do. The diamond I cannot do. Oops, doing this the wrong way. Also, what do I need to make a computer chip again? It must be nice to know this game well enough to just be able to, like, race through all that. Okay, so I'm going to need, what, is it 2 copper to make copper wire, or is it 1 copper? 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 table coral. There's the table coral. Okay, what was I going to make with this? I was going to make a computer chip, wasn't I? But first I need copper wire. It actually sucks because my memory is fallible. Tend to remember recipes. Do you ever get to the point where you just start making components and like bulk storing them later in the game? Just like have 10 computer chips on hand at any one time? No, it's all good. You tend to remember recipes wrong. Sounds like something I would do, in fairness. I can't even remember what I wanted that chip for now. Was it for the modification station? No, I don't think it was for the modification station, because I think I decided I couldn't do that right now. Maybe it was just for the modification station. Okay, so I would need 1 lead and 1 diamond. The lead I'm fine with. Diamond I'm going to have to go looking for again. At some point I'm guessing I should probably go and check out that rendezvous point as well, shouldn't I? Good, it's getting daytime again. I think I've scanned all of this before. That's salt, isn't it? To be honest, I could do with salt.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Whether I should probably go and check out that, where is it? The point I've got over here. The Aurora Rendezvous Point dry land, which I refuse to believe is actually on dry land. Have I got a moon pool thing yet? Nice. Oh, what's that?
Acquired.
That's one of the suicide thingies there, isn't it? No, it's an acid mushroom. Oh, it's a tree leech. No, I don't have the propulsion cannon. Is it useful? More lithium. Okay, good to know I can find lithium on these things. What I really want is diamond, though. Because diamonds are forever.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life. Picking up 30 seconds. All Terra vehicle signatures.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oxygen.
For some reason, I thought that the gravity cannon would end up being one of those kind of items which is kind of useful if you know how to use it, but actually pretty annoying. But I don't know, maybe it would be. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can look at making a propulsion cannon. Lots of handy fragments. It does look like it. What I really need is diamond, though. Ooh, hello. I've already got a modification station. I don't need that. It's going to be really annoying to scan a jelly ray, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. They actually... I thought they just would swim away from me the whole time. But this one seems to be staying still. You can't start collecting Cyclops fragments. Ooh, hello. I'd love to know what equipment it is that I... might as well. That I use to get the huge chunks of minerals. Clunk. I don't have my repair tool with me, do I? Of course I don't. That would be far too organised. Ooh, there you are. Bridge fragment. Is the Cyclops going to be absolutely huge? Like, suddenly I'm thinking that the Cyclops may end up being so big that you can, like, put a Seamoth in... Get off the floor. You can get, like, a Seamoth inside it or something like that. Which would be pretty frickin' awesome. Yes and yes. Oh my. Okay, I really need some diamond though. I came looking for diamond. Lithium is nice and all. And I think to get diamond, what I really need to do is find somewhere really deep. No, it's cool. I was getting the strong feeling that there was no diamond there either. I've got to learn to be a better pilot. That's a laser cutter. Whoa! What was that? Have I gone in that hole before? Yeah, no, I think I have. I think that's the one that just comes out nowhere. Nowhere of any use, anyway. I would love to get the upgrade, which basically means I take no damage. That would be awesome. Freeze. Possibly. What did I remind me? What did I misphrase? That's just scrap metal, isn't it? More questionable phrasing. I questionably phrase a lot of things. Oh, I see. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. That was quite questionable from me. Okay, I don't want to go anywhere near that thing. I get the feeling that that thing could probably kill my ship. I need diamond. What's that? Ooh, more Cyclops. Very, very nice. I need diamond. Oh right, you actually have to build the Cyclops in installments. I mean, I guess it makes sense if it's huge. I'm very nervous about that thing being so close. It just tracks apart several. Okay, that's fair enough. That's just regular metal salvage. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's fair enough. This looks like it's going to come out above the surface. Kind of possibly does. It does. This thing... Wow, there is dry land in this game. I had no idea. For some reason I can't stay above the surface now. Whoa, hang on, that looks...
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
I think I can identify it. Whoa! Detecting failure to draw within draw distance. Oh, hang on. I remember you saying about how, like, there was something stopping you from leaving a set area. I'm going to assume that this is that thing. I found the story. So what? There's some kind of sinister... it's going to be one of those, like, the crash was not an accident kind of things, isn't it? I'm glad I found the story, but I still want to find Diamond. Oh, hang on, what's this? Whoa! Okay. That looked like it just kind of warped into existence. Is there a way of making this, like, surface? It's kind of annoying how it just bobs just underneath the surface. You thought you heard things earlier. Hang on, you said... Oh, there I go. What on earth is this? Whoa! True, but not if they're properly weighted. I'm assuming that I don't have anything to do here. Like, I don't have a tablet. I genuinely had no idea that this game was going to have out of water segments. I get the feeling... Oh, I just got a trophy. I get the feeling that I'm going to need a gun at some point. I also get the feeling I'm going to desperately need to eat. Like, I really desperately need to eat. That's fair enough, that's fair enough. Okay, so... I probably need to put a beacon. I probably need to put a beacon around here so that I can find it. I don't have a beacon. But I need to put one. Don't explore without food and water. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It makes sense. Okay, so let me just get my bearings. Yeah, I know. Of course, if I just find these huge rocks... Whoa, in fact, there's a path up there as well. Okay, I need to get back to the base and actually eat, though. How far into the game would you recommend I be before I start coming here? I'm assuming that I've got here far too early, but I'm not sure, like, how far I'm supposed to have come. You know. As in, sorry, are you saying that as in I got here pretty early, or are you saying fairly early on? As in fairly early on, like, you find this fairly early on. But that's fair, it's cool. I am very intrigued by all of this. That's fair, that's perfectly fair. Okay, having got here, I now need to desperately go for some food and water. Bladder fish. Bladder fish. Bladder fish. At this point, anything will do. That is too big to grab, though. Boomerang. Go around it. I am just the worst. Ooh, peeper, peeper, peeper. 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 Hey, senor. the motto of the game. Bladder fish, people. How you doing, senor? Have you played this before? Okay, it's pretty cool. I have accidentally just stumbled onto the mystery behind this game, but I am unprepared. I am not ready for it.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay. Okay, so we were talking about getting a propulsion cannon. I'm gonna need more battery. Do I have copper? I've got a whole load of gold. I don't have copper. I need a more reliable source of copper. Let's dump... Oh, hang on. I've got 1 copper. Let's dump some of my salt. Let's dump the titanium in here. And the lithium. Oh, I can't. I've run out of space. Oh, I do still have the habitat builder on me. And in fact, it's right here. I need 2 titanium out of here first. The story is a lot deeper. I'm slowly starting to realize it. I'm just slowly starting to realize it. Oops. How are you doing? Well, I will try. That's cool. I was going to say I will answer both of those questions. Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. Aside from the hay fever, which actually is starting to calm down now that I'm back in my room. But yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you? Okay, wiring kit, battery. Actually, I only need 1 copper to make a battery. I can sort that one out right now. I'm going to need more of those, of course. Because things are starting to run out of battery power as well. You got Monday off. I wish I had Monday off. In fact, I wish I had a lot of time off. Even though I've just had 2 weeks off. Okay, what was I doing? I was looking at making one of these things. So I need a wiring kit next. For which I just need 2 silver ore. EZ. It is! Or more specifically, it's a Natural Selection 2 poster. Because this game is made by the same people who made Natural Selection. Unfortunately, the QA guy is off tomorrow, so he needs to be into cover. Yeah, I have those days. Like, when you just know you're not going to get any time, you know, you're not going to be able to, like, take time off yourself. Because there's just not enough people around. Hang on, I think I need one titanium out of metal storage. Now, I should be able to make... Whoop. That propulsion cannon. Excuse me. Nice and big in my inventory. Okay, so I've got a propulsion cannon as well now. Usually it makes the day go quicker. For me, I've got a couple of projects which just seem like insurmountable tasks right now though, so I'm really struggling to even get started on them. And because I then struggle to get started on them, that means I then struggle to, you know, I find myself doing very little, which means I somehow become bored even though I have work to do. Oh, fix the radiation, you say? Hang on, so before I do anything, what I want to do is come back here. Where's my repair tool gone? Here. I want to grab my repair tool. And repair this thing, because I've been smacking it. I should probably keep this on me, I guess. I do need another battery. I can't really deny that I need another battery. And that means I need more copper. Cake, a wedge of cheese, 5 pelicans and a coconut. If only that was the checklist. If only that was the checklist. Why am I even holding out a grav module item right now? I don't need this. I don't really need these items either, but for some reason I'm collecting them. Okay, what I need is some limestone. And to not get got by that thing. Okay.
Passing 100.
Yeah, I know.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Come on, give me some copper. Yes, that's 1 copper. I would really like 1 or maybe 2 more. Titanium. Oh, snap! Cheese it! Frickin' cheese it! Copper. 1 more copper for luck. That's titanium. Copper, okay, cool. I think this is the wreckage I already found, isn't it? Yes, yeah it is. You will need a Seamoth storage upgrade, okay. So I still need to do that then. Scanner, repair tool, laser cutter, torch. The torch is the thing that I need to replace the battery on. Spare batteries, medkit, at least 5 water, at least 5 cured food. I don't think I've even come across Reginald's yet. Let me turn the lights off on my ship.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Then let me craft some batteries. It's cool, that's fine. I've got some acid mushrooms in here. It's cool. I can get peepers anyway. I can get peepers. Okay, so let me dump the habitation thing back in here because I really don't need that right now. Now let me replace the battery on this if I can remember how to do so. There we go. Then let me dump the empty battery in there. This thing is going to need a resub anyway soon, but it's fine. Spare batteries, medkit. I've got several medkits. At least 5 water, at least 5 cured food. Okay, let's go on a bit of a food binge. How long does cured food last for? Actually, no. First of all, that's not what I want, is it? First of all, let's sort the water out. Okie dokie.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I have any more salt? I'm always needing salt. It's so annoying. It lasts forever. Okay, that's nice. I thought it was going to last for like 3 days, and we've already established I cannot keep food properly. Okay, I now have so much disinfected water. So much of it. Should keep me going for a while. Now let's sort the food situation out. Where's a good peeper when you need one? Three, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I got that, did I? 6. Let's check how many I actually got there. 6. I did get 6. Maybe one more for luck. There we are. Oh yeah, what I was about to say, what's going on in the football? I saw most of the England match earlier. Oh rats! I need salt as well for to salt to cure the food, don't I? Oh, why am I always looking for salt? Why is the salt always gone? Yeah, that is salt. Clunk. That's quartz.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
2. I'm gonna need like, well, a lot. A lot more than I have now. There's some. 3. Not sure, but I heard someone... Oh, really? I didn't even hear that myself, to be honest. I'm guessing it must have been someone in the garden next to mine. One of the houses next to ours. They're nice people, but they've got kids who are like late teens, maybe early 20s, and they are forever having people over and making a lot of noise out in the garden, like thumping music and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's just like a plain empty area as well. I think that's just regular salvage, isn't it? Quartz, quartz, quartz. That's a huge block of salt, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It's... Well, it's more Seamoth fragment. I don't really need Seamoth fragment right now. Did you see the match earlier, Senor? Ah, this looks like salt. 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 Oh, rats, is it? Okay, fine. I will drown. I will drink some water. Since I have enough of it to drink. Okay. I think I'm doing well for the provisions now. The food and drink provisions at any rate. Come on! I was nowhere near the floor there. Oh, that's cool. That's fair. You are, after all, a man who keeps himself busy. I assume that we're still on for later today. Okay, I'm going to get one regular cooked peeper. And I'm going to eat it now. Then I'm going to... Let's get all the cured peeper. Nice. That's cool. And that has actually left me with one bit of salt left as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so I've got a fair chunk of food and water. I've got some med kits. Okay, what else was on the list? I still need to get the Seamoth storage upgrade. I've got the propulsion cannon, I've got the scanner, I've got the repair tool, I've got the laser cutter, torch, I've got spare batteries, I've got med kit, I've got the food. So I need the Seamoth storage upgrade. How do I do that? This thing here. Titanium and lithium, I can do that. I think I can do that anyway. 1, 2, 3, and a lithium. 2-1 Austria. That's a closer game than I thought it would be. Hang on, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to make the storage module. How do I do this? Do I have to go back to the vehicle bay? If I can actually remember where that is. Still 15 minutes to go, that's cool. It was... From here, it was off kind of towards... Oh, I wish it wasn't night time.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is there a vehicle modification station? I'm wondering if I just have to go back to the thingy I did before. There was a thing you build in the moon pool, but to do that I would have to have a moon pool. And I don't have a moon pool. Oh wait, I can actually build a moon pool. And in fact, it's not impossible to do. Shall I just go ahead and get myself a moon pool at this point? Well, hang on. Let me just test my theory first. Which is, well, my first theory is that I cannot remember where on earth the... I cannot remember where I built my vehicle modification thing. Yes! Did you see it there? I think I bugged it so I was swimming in fresh air again. It's there. It's right there. Hang on, I want to see if I can do that again. Anyway, it's... like... east-northeast. I mean, it's cool. If I don't actually need it, then I don't need it. Let me just come on here and see what happens. I mean, the thing... there is literally an option to build it. So there's got to be some way of doing it. Nah, that's cool. I mean, I don't mind doing multiple trips anyway. But all the same, there's got to be a way of building this. Because it's literally right there, it's an option. I don't mind going back, but I kind of want to... I kind of want to work it out. It's got to be possible. It's got to be possible because it literally is a blueprint. Also, I should really repair this thing again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Unless there's like a... I don't... Okay, so I... Okay, that's fine. I can't do that right now then. Fine. Before I go... I'm gonna get one more regular food. And then let's do this thing. That's cool, that's cool. Are you saying that I should bring the repair tool? Did you say I should bring the repair tool as well? I can't remember. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I've got 6 food, I've got 6 water, and everything else that you talked about. I probably won't need 3 spare batteries, will I? So let's dump... Leave the rebreather. Okay, cool. Let's dump at least one of these batteries. Let's dump the metal that I've got here. Yep. I'm wondering if it's going to be worthwhile building a new like base above it to make ferrying things around easier. I could bring some no, I don't have the laser cutter. I could bring some titanium and build me a base that I can drop stuff up in. You know, enough titanium to build one module, and you know, one module, one locker, and maybe not even like a sun. What's the word I'm looking for? One of those things. Solar panel. Is that worth it, do you think? Or is that just going too far at that point? Could do. I'm gonna do it. Quartz, 2 quartz, 2 titanium, 1 copper. Plus exactly 2 titanium for that. I'm guessing I can just use an I component as opposed to building an X component. This is going to work fine, right? 2 titanium, and then for the locker 2 titanium. So I want 5 titanium. Let's take a bit more just in case. 2 quartz. I've got the 2 quartz. Let's make... Okay, that's good. Ooh, hang on. Here we are. Look. Vehicle upgrade. Oh, it is in the moon pool, though. I need the moon pool. I finally found it. Okay, so... It's cool. If I'm going to have an operating base, though, I don't need to worry about upgrading this thing. I can do this thing another time. I've got all of that. Oh, I need enough for a hatch as well, don't I? Hatch is more quartz. I'm going to need more... I'm going to need a bit more quartz. I need some copper. I always need copper. I literally always need copper in this game. couple of bits of quartz, and I need to find some copper. At least the quartz should be easy. I suppose I could always just gather it when I'm near there as well. Wow, you lose a lot of that health by clunking off things. That's a very good question. Actually, I possibly should leave it for next time. Maybe I should actually specialize, focus on getting the moon pool. Because you're right, actually. I don't think I have enough time to do a full exploration today. So perhaps I should... Yeah, okay, maybe let's focus... What on earth is over here? Oh, and it's just a whole load of acid mushrooms. Maybe I should just focus on building the moon pool? Okay, yep, that's fair enough. Copper, good. Off to a good start. I knew that wasn't limestone, but I wanted it anyway. Titanium. Okay, let's do the moon pool and then finish up for the day. Get off. There's some quartz as well. I needed that. I guess a little bit of salt never hurts. Okay, what am I going to need? I need a whole load of titanium. I know that I need a whole load of titanium for the moon pool. Oh, hang on, my inventory's full already. How does this even happen?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
One day I'll learn to drive this thing properly. Will it re-heal my sea moth as well? That is very true. I did have all of that as well. Also, does the moon pool attach to this base, or is it completely separate? Because I kind of would like it to attach to the base. Okay, first of all, let's dump some stuff. I need more lockers. I just need all the lockers, like all the lockers, all of them. Oop. Okay, so let's focus on the moon pool. What do I need for a moon pool right now? A ton of titanium. Lubricant is really easy. And 2 lead I should already have. No, I've only got 1 lead. Ugh! Unless it's mixed. No, I do have. Okay, that's cool. Let me grab this lead out of here. And shove it in with this lot. Plague Tale sequel. Nice. I am all over that. Did you play the Plague Tale in the end, Senor? I know you were talking about it. Okay, I need a ton of titanium, and I think I know the way to get it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it myself. Okay, just give me all the things. That, I'll take that, yep. Metal salvage, anything to scan. Salvage. Come on, you know you want to give me something to scan. More copper, never hurts. Double copper. Perfectamondo. Okay. Oh, great, I'm smashing into things again. I tried to fly this, I don't know why, I'm trying to fly this like the helicopters in GTA 5, which I really got used to. But those things tend to go up an awful lot more than this thing does.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh right, okay, yeah, no, it's cool, it's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, when did the sequel to Plague Tale get announced? And have they said anything about it yet? Two lead. Okay, lubricant is really easy to get hold of. Let me... Oh, today. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, have they said anything about, like... I presume it's going to be set directly afterwards? Same characters? It's funny, actually, because those characters did kind of finish their story arc. So I kind of know what you mean in that sense. There we are. What on earth is that I can see? I saw something glowing. This. I saw this glowing. Do you want to go away? (3-1), nice. Probably about a decent score for it. Ooh, hello. Stasis rifle, you say? Oh, I've got that already. I'm guessing I probably should have.
Integrating new PDA data.
I'm guessing I probably should have been given a thing to find this at another point. I've got the wrong weapon, haven't I? Oh, okay, fair enough. So I've just fluked on it then. Because the game accidentally happened to bug out and show it me out of the draw distance. Oh, okay, that's just a way out then. Fair enough.
New blueprint acquired.
I guess I'll take the titanium.
Seconds.
Okay, what was I doing? I was getting some of this stuff. Might as well take a few since I'm here. And now I can get back to the base, whereupon I think I finally have enough resources to craft a moon pool. So did we establish whether the moon pool can be attached to the rest of your base? Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna guess it's gonna go on here then. So what I want to do is turn this into a decent chunk of lubricant, because lubricant stores neater. Make sure to leave enough space under it to get a sea moth in. I will try to make sure that that is the case. Let's make some silicon rubber as well, because I'm probably going to need that at some point. Okay, so moon pool. I just need 2 lead. I guess, oops, that's lithium. I guess if I get it wrong, I can always put it back again afterwards anyway, can't I? You know, I can unmake it and do something different. Do I have the right tool? There's easily enough space under here to build a moon pool. Okay. Ah. Oh man, it's mahoosive. It is absolutely mahoosive. Does it repair your sea moth as well?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I would like it to repair my sea moth. I also like the way it does that. That's very nice. Health, no, so I'm going to have to repair it. Oh no, maybe not. It doesn't repair. Why can I not repair here?
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly adopting a pet, or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Oh, and then that's where I put the poster. Oops. I like the way it does that. Just recharge. Sorry, what do you... You can... Oh, of course! Of course I can. I would need... I've got tons of... Well, I can get tons of titanium. Computer chip. Copper wire requires 1 copper. I'm starting to learn my way... No, it requires 2 copper. I can do that. Table coral, I think I can do that. I would need 4 copper. And I can only do 3. So I need 1 more copper now. Oh, okay. I need 2 lead. I think I can build reinforcements. So should I do the reinforcement panels instead then? Is that what you're saying? I would need lithium and titanium, both of which... Okay. Okay, so I need some titanium first. And the best thing to do for that, I think, is to just go looking for some wreckage. There's got to be some, yeah, salvage around here I can pick up. Really? None? I haven't been looting much. This is curious.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm gonna need to eat again soon. And drink. I'm good. I'm good. Stalkers like to hoard metal. Interesting. Do they actively, you know, literally hoard metal? Or is it more a case that... I didn't hear any sound there. Or is it more a case that they metal can just be found where they tend to live? They'll pick up scrap and dump it in the kelp forest. Interesting. There's some interesting complexity to this game. I should really possibly dump some of the lubricant. What was I trying to build? I was trying to build the vehicle upgrade panel, wasn't I? So where was I on that one? was it? I've lost track of where it was. There it is. Titanium computer chip and copper wire is what I needed. Copper. I needed copper.
All systems online.
There's some more metal scrap. Looks like I've cleaned this cave out already. It'd be nice if there was a button that kind of made it go up. That would be useful. That's sandstone. Ooh, hang on, there was some limestone. Not what I was going for. Wait, what? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. It may simply not exist on console, owing to the lack of buttons. Sandstone. Sandstone. I remember when I couldn't find sandstone to save my life. And now it's everywhere. Hang on, was that me that just slammed into it? I'm starting to think that sandstone doesn't appear on the side of these things. Sorry, limestone doesn't appear on the side of these things. Is it PC that you played this on? I guess it must be, otherwise your last comment wouldn't make a lot of sense. Come on, give me copper. Okay, I appear to have a boomerang now. I think I've probably cleared this place out as well. Oh, hey, maybe not. Give me my copper ore. There we go, copper. Good, done. The only control you have is a switch you never use. Let me guess, you got it because of Breath of the Wild? Oh, Animal Crossing, fair enough. Have you never been tempted to become... Whoa! Game! Play with me here. Let me get away with these crazy maneuvers if I want to. A friend persuaded you, that's fair enough. Okay, I need computer chip and copper wire. And to make the computer chip I need copper wire anyway, so I need 2 copper wire. Then I need gold and 2 table coral sample. I think I can do that. Gold. I have 1 table coral sample. I guess I'm getting more table coral sample. You thought about getting Zelda. That's fair enough. You don't get any new games at all, or... I kind of know where you're saying, not what you're saying though. I'm kind of starting to... I've gone that way myself. Like, I tend to only buy games that are on deep discount now, when I really want to play them. Unlike before, where I would just absolutely hoard games. Man, I remember the days when I barely had any oxygen at all. And this game felt like silly tough. Where's table coral gone? Is this table coral? Yes, yes it is. I just dropped it, didn't I? Where's it gone? Game? Game, you want to give me my knife back? Well, oh yeah, no it is, yeah, you're right. And as a prize for capturing that, I will cut you in half and steal you. I'm going to need to get some more water soon. Funnily enough. Yes. So now I can make the computer chip. And then... Okay, so what is this? Is this going to be another one where I have to use this? Yes, it is. Yep, that seems like a reasonable place to put it. Wow, you can place it away, can't you? Why did that not work? I think it placed. Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice. Hang on, is this a regular fabricator? Oh no, it's a completely different fabricator. Oh wow, I can actually rename, and I can change all the colours on it and everything. The problem with this is usually I colour things in blue, and in a game set under the sea, I think that may just result in me losing track of where the thing is. Is it worth getting the solar charger as well? Oh well, I need an enamelled glass for that. Okay, titanium 2, lithium 1. I think I can do that. Tend to follow modern convention and colour everything yellow-orange for visibility. I do not tend to colour things for visibility. I tend to colour things based on rule of cool. How do I fit this? Oh, there was a thing, wasn't there? Where's the storage? Or is it, do you have to be in the thing to... Nah, don't worry. You have given me an awful lot of assistance. So how much storage can I fit? Moderate amounts. Moderate amounts. Yep, it was 16. You are correct. Can I deconstruct titanium ingots if I need to? Is this an intelligent thing I'm doing right now? By turning them into ingots to save space? That's fine. I'm sure I'm going to use it. I've only got 2 of them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now... Yeah, exactly. What I'm going to do now is take a quick look at what I might want to build in future. Is it worth doing any of these things? I would need to find some new stuff to do them. Oh, we were going to build some reinforcement on the side of the hull, weren't we? Oh, I can actually build the bioreactor now. Oh, I needed lithium. How much did I... 3 titanium, 1 lithium. I refuse to use the ladder. Okay. Reinforcamentos. Oh, I see. So even from the outside, that is considered a change, so I can't change the inside now. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Anyway, so this has got some structural integrity again. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why I hadn't figured that that would be the case, but it makes sense. Some of those look pretty nice, but I'm sure they'll be for another day. Anyway, I think perhaps at that point then I should wrap up. Thank you, Pharaoh. It's been good. Thank you again for guiding me on the path. I should be back on Saturday, so I hope that you can join me on Saturday, because yeah, that'll be the point at which I will hopefully be finishing this sentence. I will hopefully be... No, yeah, yeah, definitely enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I will hopefully be exploring this wreck thing. But yeah, thank you guys. It has been good. Just looking at... There's very few people right now on my list who are streaming. So let's go and drop by Kirsty again. Pharaoh, did you think of a good raid message? in the end. I'm wondering if this has popped out because it's... I don't know. Anyway. After last week... yeah, that works. From sand talks to tiny sharks. Nah, it's cool. Let's go with that. Senor, if you're most likely already in Kirsty's chat, but if you want to drop the raid message as well. In fact, I will add on, since I very rarely use my own emotes, I'm going to add on a hi as well. Or yeah, you know, I was thinking about that emote recently, thinking about the origin of that meme. I'm not sure if I should even say it anymore, but yeah, let's do it. Let's go and raid Kirsty. Yeah, cheers again. I will be back. It's all good. It's all good. Use the shark emote as well. It's cool. Hang on, is that raid message not worked? Is it showing up for any... Yeah, okay, it's showing up here. I don't know why it's not showing up in my browser. But anyway. Good old... exactly. Yeah, so I'll be back about 3:15 Saturday next week. Yeah, have a good week, everyone. And yeah, let's just go and say hello to Kirsty. So catch you again. Bye-bye.